Let's move on to lesson 8.6 on inequalities. And here's a definition of inequality. It's a mathematical sentence that compares quantities that are not equal. Inequalities contain the following symbols. And then you can see the words that go with those symbols. The last one there is a not equal to. It's an equal sign with a slash through it. All right, we're going to practice writing inequalities. Some hints for you. The first one is to identify the variable first, select the appropriate inequality symbol, and then write your inequality. In most cases, the variable should be on the left, followed by your inequality symbol, and then the numerical value. And you can look at the first one there as an example. Your age, we're going to use A, is less than, that's your inequality symbol, 7 years. So A is less than 7. All right, let's look at number 2. Your speed, so we could use S for that, is less than or equal to 35 miles per hour. And number 3, the bridge, we can use B for that, can carry a maximum weight. So that means it has to be less than or equal to 3,500 pounds. And number 4, Jane's earnings, you can use J, were at least $85. So they could be greater than or equal to 85. Okay, you can practice with the other ones on the next page there. And some of these, like number 8, will be more than just a solution. Number 8 says a number decreased by 25, means minus 25, is no more than. So it has to be less than or equal to 65. Okay, then we move on to some true or false. And what they're asking you, is the given value a possible solution? So if you would plug in 14, 14 minus 7 is 7. 7 is not less than 5, so that is false. Okay, look at 16. A equals 20. If you do 20 divided by 2 and then add 2, is that less than or equal to 12? And it is 12, so that one's going to be true. And in number 17, x equals 6. 3 plus 6, is that less than or equal to 12? Well, that's 9. 9 is less than or equal to 12, so that is also true. And 18a is equal to 36. 36 divided by 3 and then add 1. Well, that's 12 plus 1, which is 13. 14 is not less than or equal to 13, so that one is false. All right, now we're going to get into graphing. All right, if you have a symbol without the equal to line underneath it, you're going to use an open circle. If you do have the line underneath it, you're going to use a closed circle when you graph. All right, so when you make your number line, I always put my number in the middle and then 2 numbers to the left, 2 numbers to the right. If it's going to be a greater than, you're going to shade to the right. If it's going to be a less than, you're going to shade to the left, and just make sure you're using the appropriate open or closed circle. So if you look at 21, G is greater than -5. So I'm going to put -5 in the middle, -4, -3 to the right, -6, -7. All right, it is greater than, it doesn't have the line underneath it, so it's an open circle, and greater than goes to the right. Okay, number 22, T is greater than or equal to 3. So I'm going to use 3 there. And greater than or equal to, so it is an open circle. Actually, it's a closed circle. I was going to say an open circle that's closed in. It is a closed-in circle, and T is greater than, so we are going to the right. If the variable is to the right and you would rather have it to the left, you can always rewrite it. Just make sure your symbol is pointing the correct way. All right, and then we have some here where you are writing the inequality for the graph. So this one, you have an open circle at 10 and it is greater than. So x is greater than 10. Number 30, x, and this one has a closed-in circle and it's going to the left. So less than or equal to -2. All right, and there's an extra challenge there for you. Graph each of the following compound inequalities. I want you to look that up and report back to me what you think graphing compound inequalities mean. And then there's an error analysis there for you as well.